Hey guys, welcome back to another video on How to Tech. I'm Adam, your host, and today we're going to be talking about how to do some simple editing and video creation within Premiere Pro. 2020 is the version that I'm using, but really the newest version, 2021, and even back a few years, the essence of Premiere Pro has really been the same thing. So this should help you on just about any version over the past 5 or 6 years. So first thing I'm going to do is open up Premiere Pro and just show you some very basic stuff. I'm actually going to show you how I'm about to edit one of the next videos that I'm going to post, and that is on removing stubborn files that are locked or that just won't erase. And so I'm going to show you my process in editing the videos or the clips, putting them together, and then encoding and finishing them. Okay, so when Premiere Pro first comes up, you just select the project you want to work on or open a new project. And so I'll just open a new one here. And then it'll ask you the basic settings of the project. You can give it a name. I always just stick with the defaults on everything here. And there's really no need to change anything for basic video editing and what you're doing a lot of times, like the vast majority of times. And now if you want to work on something you're not going to finish today and you're going to do it over a week or a few days, you do want to probably name it just so you know what it's for. So this is remove files that are locked. I'll just name it that. All right, so here's the interface. I've done a little bit of maneuvering around, changing around the view here. This is just what suits me the best. You can drag your windows around anywhere that you want with this little hamburger icon thing. You can close your panels, you can undock them. You can literally hold the mouse down and drag them around. You see that? It'll change the place of it wherever I want it to go. But I'm not really going to mess with any of that. I like the way this is set up. So the first thing that I do here is import my videos. And the easiest way that I've found to do that is just to drag and drop them. So I go to my videos, and I have 3 videos that are screen captures for the next video I'm going to post. So I'll just select all 3 and drag them right down here into where it says drop media here to create sequence. All right, once it loads them, it'll start generating peak files for them over in the bottom right. Once your audio comes up, which is this second bar, once the little notches in it come up there where you can see the audio levels, then you know it's been loaded. And so the top is the video, the bottom is the audio, and then obviously here's my preview. Looks kind of funny because of the screen capture. And then over on the left side is my effect controls, and these are controls for the video itself. On the right side I have my effects. That's what I like to put over on the right. Most of the time all I'm going to be using is this video effects. Now these are the standard ones that come with Premiere Pro, but you can have more, you can import more, you can have a third-party software that hooks into this. And I use some of these, especially when I'm recording like an actual person, myself, or something else. But for these screen captures, it's really, really easy. So what I do first is I just trim off the front of the video so I don't waste your time. But to do that, you have to expand this. You have to blow this up basically to see it better. So to do that, this little bar at the very bottom, you just click it and drag it inward. See how it expands my video there? It blows it up, zooms in on it basically. So I want to zoom in and see down here on my audio where it's flat. That means I haven't started talking yet. So I want to zoom in until I can see where I start talking. Now to go ahead and start the video, I'm going to press the space bar. Now over on the right side, you can see this is my audio as it goes. So let it go here all the way to where I start.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode.
Okay, so that's where I started talking. So what I'll do is just click. Now if you click up above the time bar here, it'll select that spot. So I want to select right before I started talking. Then over on the left side, this little bar is like a quick select for common tasks that you want to do. And so I'll click this razor tool to cut it. And then I'll just go right over this blue line. It'll snap right to it. I'll click the cut button. And there you go. See, it cut my video into 2 videos. Then I'll go back over here to the left, click the selection tool again. I'll make sure that that first video is selected, and then I'll just hit the delete button. Okay, so now all that in the beginning is gone. Now I'll right click this empty space and click ripple delete, and that'll pull my videos all back to the start. So now when I press spacebar to start it from 0,
Hey guys, and welcome.
I'm immediately talking. Now I don't necessarily want to add anything in on these videos. I just want to get out the mess at the end of them and at the beginning of them. So now let me expand this video back out, zoom back out all the way to the end of it. And let's see, what do I want to do here? So I'm showing the end of this tutorial. Then after that, I have another video. This was to simulate my restart, to show what it looks like when I restart. So I will, let's see here. Yep, I want to probably cut right there. Go back to my cutting tool, cut, select tool, press the delete button. So let me zoom in a little bit on this one. There we go. Press the delete button. You can pull it back as well. You don't have to right click and do ripple delete. Now let's see what it looks like. I don't want the end of that OBS showing.
We'll see what happens.
There. I'll cut at the end of that. Again, select, delete that little bit. Ripple delete. Okay. Now let's see. I'm showing my restart. And let's see, a ripple delete here. And let's see. Let's cut out that first bit again. Okay. Back to the razor, cut it, then delete it. Ripple delete. All right. It should be it. Got all 3 parts done now. Then I'll cut the very end here. Yep, right there. Ripple delete, cut, done. All right. Now, let's say you want to speed this up or slow it down. You can right-click on the video and go to speed duration. And I can slow it down right here. If I wanted to talk real slow and lengthen this out, I could put my speed down to 50% and it would double to almost 3 minutes, 25 seconds. It would be really annoying, so I'm not going to do that for you. In fact, I would probably need to speed it up. I like to watch my videos, in fact, at 2x speed. But for some people, that's also annoying. So I'll just let you decide how to do that in YouTube. But anyway, that's how you would do that. If you want to crank the volume up or bring it down, right-click on it, go to Audio Gain, and then you can change the gain right here. The peak amplitude, very important. Right now, my peak amplitude is minus 1.6 decibels. I don't want to go above 0, because if you go above 0 over here on the right, it'll start clipping. And if it clips, it'll be distorted and sound nasty. So really, because my peak amplitude is so close to 0, I'm not going to adjust it up. In fact, I may even adjust it down a little bit. But anywhere around 0 or below it, definitely below it, you're fine. That's where you want to be. Now, if I wanted to add, let's just say I wanted to add an actual video effect here. Something that I do from time to time is a blur. And so what I'll do is, what you can do, any video effect actually, you find the effect you want. So my camera blur, and then you drag it on top of your video. And see, it immediately blurred my video right there. And over on the right side, you're going to see options for that effect that you just put on there. Yeah, so right here, see where it says camera blur? I can change the blur percentage. So it's right now it's at 25. Go down to 0. See, it doesn't look like it's blurring at all. And then go all the way up. Looks like just a little blue dot if you got 100. So that's how you change your blur. These little circle or squares, you can create polygons or ellipses. So that's what, here's what this does. If I click that and then I drag an ellipse in here, then go back down and change my blur. See that? It only blurs inside the ellipse. And then I can also click this invert box, and then it'll only focus inside the ellipse. So that's a really cool effect sometimes, that if you want to do it. So I'm going to take that off. And you can feather the mask out so it's not so, the edges are not so strong. So let me show you what that looks like. You feather it out there. Now the blur kind of fades in. In fact, let me move it over here. You can see it there. There you go. See how the blur kind of fades now? Then you can make it opaque if you want. So anyway, I don't want to keep this effect. So I'm going to click the effect right here and then click delete. And now it's gone. And now my video is back to what it was. But that's just an example. Every effect is like that. You drop it over top of the video, and then over on the left side, you can adjust the fine points of it. There's an endless amount of things you can do there. And then sometimes in between videos, you want to do transitions. So let me just look at that real quick. And this is the last one I'll do, and then I'll go ahead and render it and just show you how to render it. So let's say between the second and third video, I wanted a transition. And so right now you see it just kind of cuts real quick. Well, let's say I want it to actually dissolve, and I want it to just kind of fade, cross dissolve. So what you do is you put this effect, see how it highlights the end of the video there, let go of it. And let me actually zoom in. So let me drag this forward. There you go, cross dissolve. And let's see what this looks like now. See, it fades it out and then into the next video. So the cross dissolve is actually happening, the transition, at the end of the last video. But when you click on the transition, look over here on the left side. Now you can actually adjust how long the duration is. It's default to 1 second, and it ends at the cut. Well, I don't want it to end at the cut. I want it to actually be centered in the cut. There we go, in between the videos. And I don't want it to be 1 second. I want it to be 3 seconds. So now let's see what it looks like. Fades out slowly.
All right, guys, we're back.
See, that's kind of a nice transition. Now, I'm not going to have a transition here, but you get the idea. Click on the transition and press delete to remove it. So that's how you would transition in and out of videos. You can also transition in and out of audio as well. Look over here on the right side. I'll go from video transitions to audio transitions. And you can do the same thing. You can crossfade. Power going up, power going down, gain going up, gain going down. And instead of dropping over top of the video, you just drop it over top of the audio. Like right there. See that? And then that just shows how long it's taking for the video or for the audio to actually go to 0. But I'm not worried about that. I'll delete that. So anyway, let's say you've gotten all of your effects done, and you got all your cutting done, and you're good to go. One more thing I'll show you is the text. This is a very easy thing, the type tool. Click down here at the bottom of the type tool, and then just click anywhere on the video. Now, get it to the right spot. Get it to where you want to show some text. So let's say I want to show some text here. And so click it on the video, and then just type something in. Sample text, okay? And then click off video. And then let's go ahead and zoom in. Let's see what this does. Ah, there it is. See as I zoomed in there? It actually creates another frame, or another layer, I'm sorry, on top of the video. Now, this is only about 5 seconds long. But I can stretch this out and keep it on the video as long as I want. Well, let me just show you what it does now. So now, no text. Boom. As soon as it's over my
so press OK.
Text, there it is. Oh, but see, it you can't see it now because it's white. But I can change that. I can click the text, Control A to highlight all. Then over here on the right side, Essential Graphics is what you'll go to. And see, there's all your text menu. And I can scroll down here. And I can change my color. The fill is white right now. I can change the fill color to black. Press OK. There we go. Now I can see my text. And then let's say I want to make it longer. See this little red bar? The arrow's pointing the direction that you want to drag it. So pointing to the right, I want to drag it to make it longer. So I'll click, hold down, and pull it. And now it's much longer. So now you'll see.
Now it'll just let you know.
It lasts all through there. And of course you can click it and you can drag it around. Click your select tool. You can put it anywhere on the screen you want. So that's how you would do text as well. That's a very common thing to do with these videos. But yeah, that's some just basic editing, just how to put your videos together, cut the beginning and end of them, do some transitions. And now finally, we'll go and we will export this thing. We'll render it. To do that, you click File, Export, Media. All right, now my format, I always am doing this in H.264. It's the most common format in the world, even though H.265 is coming up quick. H.264 is basic MP4 encoding. It's compatible with just about every single computer, DVD player, and everything else. So anyway, I just keep it at H.264, give it a name and a location. Click on that blue link, and then you can tell it where to put it, tell it what you want the name to be. I want to do the video and the audio. Now, let me scroll down here. I don't want to change any of my settings that are grayed out. I'll just leave it all as it is. I don't want to mess with any of this. You can if you want, but there's really no need, probably 9 out of 10 times. Now the bit rate, I don't want this big old bit rate. Look at this size, 850 megabytes for this video of 10 minutes. I don't want all that, especially when I'm not recording an actual person. I'm going to change this from 10 megabits a second to 4. Just to give you an idea, 5 megabits per second is the recommended rate for 1080p video streaming for a live session when you're an actual person or humans, real life. So 4 with me just doing a screen capture will be perfect. It'll be crisp, it'll be fine, and then it'll only take up 356 megs, which in reality, when it actually encodes, it saves a whole lot more space than that. So I put that down to about 4 for me. If you're encoding above 1080p, then you probably want to bring it up to about 7 or 8. But don't do it to 10 or higher. I mean, it's really just a waste of space, honestly, unless you're like a professional and you're trying to, get every single detail. Now, my resolution's not huge here, so you can't really see this, but if I drag this up, you see that export button down there at the bottom? That's what I'm going to be clicking. So I'll go ahead and click export, and it will render the video. All right, so it was successfully exported and rendered. So I'm just going to minimize this, go find it. There it is. And it ended up only being 144 megabytes. So there's my video, and then I'll upload that to YouTube. So that was a quick tutorial on how to use Premiere Pro. Just very basic beginner's guide here. I hope that helped you. If there's any other features you want to see from it or any other tutorials on Premiere Pro that you want me to do, please let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, go ahead and click like, Subscribe for some more, and thanks for checking it out. This has been Adam with How to Tech, and I'll see you in the next video.